Good morning and welcome to Talk of the Town as we discuss this week's events and happenings across Brownfield and Terry County. We'll have This Week in History, some laughter and fun. So turn up your volume, sit back, and listen to Talk of the Town.
Happy Monday, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Talk of the Town show. Eric Horton coming to you pre-recorded from the beautiful downtown luxurious Adventure Marketing Studios on the Square. Of course, Adventure Marketing is our parent company, and it is a full-service marketing agency, and we would love for you to come in and get your signs, shirts, promotional products, anything that has to do with marketing can be done right here at 112 South 5th Street. So, but again, it is Monday, September the 15th, 2025, and the weekend was pretty good as far as sports-wise was concerned. The Dallas Cowboys won in overtime. Woohoo! That was great. The Red Raiders won pretty big, which is awesome. The other two college teams that I follow, Texas A&M, they won at Notre Dame. That was great. Enjoyed that. And then, of course, Tarleton State University, they also obliterated Central Arkansas, I believe, is who they played. But anyway, and the reason why I cheer on Texas A&M, my oldest daughter went to school there, graduated there, and then, of course, Tarleton, the other reason is my youngest daughter went to school there and graduated from there. And so we try to keep up with all that. But now, if any of those two teams ever play Texas Tech, it'll be a house divided. It is what it is, folks. It is what it is. So anyway, so there's lots going on this week, of course. Let's start out with Monday. Actually, no, let's start out with the weather, of course, for the week. We know how that goes. Right now it's 67 degrees here in Brownfield. It feels like 67. However, today's high is going to be 87, and it's showing that we have a possible chance of some showers this evening. About 30% chance. We'll see what really happens. You know, like the other day, it popped up. My goodness, did we get a lot of rain really, really fast, and that was actually, we need the rain. It doesn't matter. We do need the rain. Tuesday's high is 87, low 63. Wednesday, high 86. Thursday, we go into Thursday, the high is 83. Friday, 86. And Saturday, 87. And then Sunday is going to be warm at 91 degrees. So if you're at church, you might be a little bit warm on Sunday morning. I don't know. But I do encourage people to go to church on Sundays. I think it's a great thing that you do that, and it builds up our community when we're all in fellowship with the Lord Jesus Christ. Anyway, moving on, folks, right fast. Monday, today, September 15th, Arnold Community Educational Services, also known as ACES. It is their art craft night at 7 p.m. Right now, there are 4 spots remaining for the craft class with DD. Classes start at 7 o'clock. It's only $10. If you want those 4 spots, call 806-632-4868. Again, 806-632-4868 to reserve your spot. That's Judy Kennedy's phone number. Of course, throughout the whole week and next week and through all the way to the end of the month into the first weekend in October, the Terry County Harvest Festival Queen candidates will continue selling tickets, having fundraisers, and all that fun stuff like that. So be aware of that and go buy you a ticket or 2 or 3 or 4 or 1,000, whatever. Brownfield High School Marching Band Color Guard has practice tonight at 7 p.m. in the auxiliary gym. I think that the Color Guard is one of the neatest things that we have out there in our bands, especially when they're in sync and the flags are going up and at the same time, and I think it's really cool. Anyway, so I move on. Tuesday, September the 16th, of course, again, Queen candidates will continue to sell tickets. The Town Talk Show will be live and Facebook Live tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Our guest will be Pastor Amos Miola, and Pastor Roman Perez, and we'll discuss this weekend's revival that's going to be happening at Lynn Brizendine Plaza on Friday and Saturday night, and we'll get to that here in just a little bit. The Brownfield High School class of 2026 will head over to South Plains College for a college fair. That's kind of cool. I think that's neat. They need to go to college. There's nothing wrong with college. The Brownfield Lady Cubs volleyball versus Talkington. It'll be senior night, and first serve is at 6 p.m. So be there about 5:45 for the seniors, just in case you miss it. You don't want to miss that tomorrow night. So, and then BHS fall tennis will be at Friendship Memorial. First serve at 4 p.m. And I can't believe this, but Friendship Memorial is considered a 4A school right now. I don't know how that's all going to work. You know, the snapshot date is actually October 31st this year, so we'll get to know some of these numbers with the new schools that are in Lubbock County, Friendship Memorial, and of course Cooper Liberty. We'll find out. It's going to be a change, I think. We'll see what happens. I think Friendship High School will go down to 5A, which I think that's what they want. Anyway, so Wellman Union High School Lady Cat Volleyball, they travel to Plains Tuesday night, 6 p.m. first serve. And then Wednesday, September the 17th, the Terry County Harvest Festival Queen candidates continue to sell tickets. The PAC show will be live right here at 9:30 a.m. We're still debating on whether we're going to do Facebook Live on that or not. I am sure we have a plethora of things to talk about, especially with the tragic death of Charlie Kirk last week. That was last Wednesday. Anyway, so BHS All-Region Jazz Band auditions will take place on Wednesday as well. Get with the band director, Mr. Burks. There we go. Had to think of his name. There will not be on Thursday, moving to Thursday, September the 18th, there will not be a Town Talk show because we will be involved with Terry County Farm Tour. We'll be out there with them, and of course that brings up the 70th annual Terry County Farm Tour. You need to show up at the Armory at 8:15 a.m. and Farm Tour begins at 9 a.m. Lunch and honors to follow at the Armory at 101 West Webb there in Brownfield. Don't forget at 7:30 a.m. also on Thursday morning will be a regularly scheduled Brownfield City Council meeting. This is going to be a long agenda because it is the adoption of the budget. It is a hearing for the tax rate and then the adoption of the tax rate, and then some other things as well, some cleanup items and stuff like that at the City Council meeting on Thursday at 7:30 a.m. in the council chambers at City Hall here in Brownfield. So if you want to go and see that, great. We'd love for people to come in, visit. We want you to see what's going on. We want to hear your voice. If you have something that you want to publicly comment about, please do. You'll get your time. You get 3 minutes. And sometimes when people comment, we're finally made aware of certain things that's on people's mind. And we want to know that. We really do want to know that. So anyway, moving into Friday. BHS, MHS, and WUHS FFA's chapters will be in attendance at the farm tour to help as well. So good with them. Friday, September the 19th, that is Madison's birthday. You ask, who is Madison? That is my youngest daughter. She will be turning 22 years old. Is it 22? I think it's 22. See here, 2003? Yeah, 22, because it's 25. Yeah, she's 22 years old. Anyway, so there will be no Sports Beat show that day. There's some things that have come up that we're not going to be able to do that, and that's fine. Anyway, BISD and WISD, end of 6 weeks grading period on Friday. Hope you kids made some good grades out there. Then, of course, BHS Cubs football will travel over to Levelland for a 7 p.m. kickoff to take on the Lobos. MHS or Meadow High School Bronco football will be at Spur. They take on the Bulldogs at 7:30. It'll be a 7:30 p.m. kickoff for them. And then Wellman Union Wildcat football is the one I think that travels the furthest, and they head to Grand Falls, or Grand Falls Royalty is what they call it. It is a 7:30 p.m. kickoff for those guys as well. Good luck to all three squads. They're all out of town. There's no football in Terry County on Friday night, unless there's flag football or something like that that people are just playing around with. So, also, it's going to be the first night of the Brownfield Divine Visitation Revival at Lynn Brizendine Community Plaza at 6 p.m. Don't forget about that. And then Saturday, September the 20th, Brownfield High School cross country will travel over to Big Spring and run. That's what they'll do. The girls will run about 2 miles and the boys will run about 3. That's how it works. I think y'all know that. And so cheer on Kate Hess and the team. How about that? Then, of course, Brownfield High School fall tennis continues with their tennis stuff, and they will be against Seminole right here in Brownfield at 10 a.m. first serve. And then, of course, the second night of the Brownfield Visitation Revival at Lynn Brizendine Community Plaza. That will take place at 5 p.m. So those are the things that are going on this week. Of course, Thursday seems to be a very busy day, which it always is during Farm Tour, and so hopefully everybody gets to go to that. I encourage you to go to the Farm Tour, and it's going to be really great, and the food is going to be wonderful. It's going to be barbecue by Jenny's feed bag out of Leveland, Gina's feed bag out of Leveland. So go to that and enjoy that. So anyway, we're going to take our quick break. When we come back, we're going to do a little bit of this day in history. So we'll be right back after this quick little break.
In the rhythm of small-town life, Poca-Lambro has been the steady beat, connecting communities for over 70 years. In a world that's always evolving, your connection matters. That's why Poca-Lambro proudly provides fast, reliable internet services, reaching speeds of up to 1 gig on our fiber network. Whether you're running a business, staying connected with loved ones, or exploring the endless possibilities of online learning, Poca-Lambro is here to power your dreams with blazing fast internet. Your dreams, our connection. Poca-Lambro, connecting our communities for over 7 decades.
Experience ultimate comfort with B&S Heating and Air Conditioning, where you can always count on us for fast service that keeps you cozy year-round. We make upgrading your system easy and affordable with free estimates, flexible financing options, and cutting-edge, energy-efficient Trane products that deliver long-term savings. If you want to cut through all the BS, call 80663-60050 or visit www.bnsheatingandair.com now to secure your appointment and take the first step towards a more comfortable home.
Terry County Veterinary Hospital is your first stop for your animal's well-being. Dr. Jim Ridenauer and staff are committed to keeping your pets and animals healthy and happy. Terry County Vet provides quality medical care for all animals, large and small. We want to make sure your pets, livestock, or show projects are taken care of. Whether it be through maintenance or emergencies, Terry County Vet Hospital is there for you and your animal. Call 806-585-6363 to set up an appointment or stop by their location on the Lubbock Highway between Brownfield and Meadow.
The folks at Lintigar Electric Cooperative work hard to meet your needs as consumer owners and the needs of your community too. Their business is to provide electric service as reliably and economically as possible. But the bottom line, the foundation of their day-to-day work, is the satisfaction of their co-op member owners and their colleagues and business associates. So please share your ideas and thoughts with the folks at Lintigar, because if you're not satisfied, they're not satisfied. Lintigar Electric Cooperative, owned and operated by those we serve.
At Sundown State Bank, there's nothing more important than people we serve. Dedicated to community development and involvement, our roots are in Texas, and we're proud of it. With 5 branches across West Texas in Brownfield, Denver City, Levelland, Sundown, and Wall, we are positioned to serve rural communities with excellent rates, personalized service, and trustworthy banking. Explore our banking services at sundownsb.com. Sundown State Bank, your choice for local banking.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. 45% of people put off buying life insurance, according to industry research. Insuring yourself and your family can help you be more prepared in the event of illness or a tragic accident. Call me, your local Farmers Insurance agent, Judy Bessler, and discover coverage options you can tailor to your priorities and budget. To learn more about your coverage options, call Judy Bessler at 806-637-6461.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Life insurance issued by Farmers New World Life Insurance Company, Bellevue, Washington. Industry research conducted by LIMRA and Life Happens in 2021.
All right, folks, we are back with the Talk of the Town show. Now it's the time that we go into what happened on this day in history. Of course, it is the 15th, but we're going to go 15th, 16th, 17th, all the way through the week. At least try to get some good ones, out there for you to chew on, I guess you can say. And then we're going to give you it's National Day of what or something like that, because there's a lot of that. Also, every day seems to be a National Day of something, and to me, some are more important than others. Frankly, that's just the way it is. I think y'all would probably agree with that too. So anyways, 1984, on this day in 1984, Prince Harry of Wales, the younger son of Charles and Prince of Wales and Diana, Princess of Wales at the time, which is now King Charles, and of course Diana had passed away. Anyway, it is Prince Harry's birthday today, 1984. So that makes him 41 years old today. Good for him. Good for Prince Harry. All right. In 1978, on this day in history, Muhammad Ali won the World Heavyweight Boxing Championship for the third time with his victory over Leon Spinks. Awesome. All right. Way to go. Let's see here. Nothing really big, nothing huge, nothing, that we'd really want to talk about for the rest of this day here. So let's move on to September the 17th. Let's see what happened great on September the 17th. Featured event. The Camp David Accords, negotiated by the United States President Jimmy Carter, were completed this day in 1978, leading to a peace treaty between Egypt and Israel and a broader framework for pursuing peace in the Middle East, which, by the way, ended up going kaputs. It is what it is. It happened. So, it's 1978. Of course, it led to President Ronald Reagan basically getting president, and then, everything like that. So, in 2011, on this day in history, the first Occupy Wall Street protest was held in the United States as some 1,000 demonstrators marched in Manhattan before occupying Zuccotti Park. The movement, which eventually went global, sought to highlight the corporate greed and income inequality among other issues. You know what, folks? There's some rich people. There's some not rich people. I think we're fine. I live here in the great United States of America. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well also. So, in 1991, this day in history in 1991, and I never knew this until just now, North Korea and South Korea were admitted to the United Nations. All right. How about that? United Nations, about everything in the world except for us. But that's a Wednesday topic. All right. This day in 1972, the American TV series MASH, based on the Robert Altman film in 1970, debuted on CBS, and the show was hugely popular with both critics and viewers. And it was the longest running sitcom at one time. Not anymore, obviously, but, and so it was a huge, a lot of people loved it. A lot of people loved it. September 19th, featured events. September 19th, 1796. In his farewell address printed in the Philadelphia newspaper on this day in 1796, George Washington, the first United States president, implored his country to maintain neutrality and avoid entangling alliances with Europe. Interesting. Isn't that something? There you go. Who knew? Who knew? So, More events on this day. English author Jackie Collins, whose glamorous public persona echoed the lavish lifestyles of characters in her provocative romance thrillers, died at age 77. In 2011, Panamanian baseball pitcher Mariano Rivera registered his record-setting 602nd career save. When he retired in 2013, Rivera had an unprecedented 652 saves and was considered the sport's greatest relief pitcher ever. So, in this day in history, in 1995, the Unabomber's manifesto, a 35,000-word anti-technology document written by Ted Kaczynski, who had launched a bombing campaign that killed 3 and wounded 23, was published in the New York Times and the Washington Post. The manifesto helped lead to his capture, so that was really good that happened. So that's all we're going to do for this day in history, but let's go to what is today. Today is, of course, Monday, September the 15th. It is, let's get one here that's good. It is National Tackle Kids Cancer Day. I think a lot of us hurt when we see kids have cancer. I mean, let's just face it, it's not something that you want to see or some people don't even like to talk about, but it is there and it's real. And so we pray for all these kids. We pray for all that have cancer, by the way. And so it is also something to make somebody a little bit more happier now. National Double Cheeseburger Day. National Double Cheeseburger Day. Where do you get your double cheeseburger? I usually get mine at McDonald's, but it's being rebuilt right now, so I'm missing it. I'm not going to lie, the fries especially. So good. Let's see here. It's National Felt Hat Day. For all you cowboys out there that wear your felt hats, keep it on. It's your day. Tuesday, September the 16th, it is National Guacamole Day. Woohoo! Or Guacamole Day. I love guacamole. It is great. It is so wonderful. It tastes so good. It is just so wonderful. It's also National Play-Doh Day. Who knew? Who knew? It is Mayflower Day as well, I guess, for the Mayflower that was on the whatever. It's also National Voter Registration Day, and it changes annually, but today would be the day that you register to vote so that you have time, you have the amount of days possible so you can vote, something like that. So anyway, moving on to Wednesday, September the 17th, remember some of these days here. It is National Professional House Cleaners Day. Thank you for all those who do take time to go into people's homes and clean our homes. You do a superb service, and it's a service that is hands down something that is deserves recognition and deserves a lot more money too, I'm sure. So it is National Apple Dumpling Day, September 17th. All right. And it's Constitution Day and Citizenship Day as well on September 17th. Thursday, September the 18th, National Pawpaw Day. Okay, so when we talk about pawpaw, we're talking about the plant pawpaw, right? Okay, yeah, I don't know why. It is Air Force's birthday also on September 18th. That's kind of cool, right? And then, of course, so we go from National Double Cheeseburger Day to now National Cheeseburger Day on September 18th. Again, where's your favorite cheeseburger from? We're going to ask you this week. Hopefully you'll let us know. National Love Your Lunch Day, September 19th. That's what I said. National Love Your Lunch Day. Founded in 2025 by Sistema in Canada. I don't know what that means. Love Your Lunch Day. Do you hug your lunch? Aren't you supposed to eat your lunch? I mean, do you love your lunch? I mean, I like my lunch. I don't know what I'm going to have for lunch today. Oh, It's also National Butterscotch Pudding Day, or Pudding Day. I say pudding. Most people say pudding. And then here's a fun one right here. National Talk Like a Pirate Day. Arr, walk the plank, mate. That's kind of cool. I think that's kind of cool. And then let's finish up with Saturday, September the 20th. It is National Care for Kids Day. I care for my kids. They're all grown now, but I really love my grandchild. I care for him. Also, it is National Fried Rice Day. Hey, go! You know what? This is a National Fried Rice Day. This would be great for you to go into Shogun's or Ohana's or whoever has the hibachi grill, you know, where they chop up the food and fry the rice in front of you. Oh, I love fried rice with some yum yum sauce. Absolutely. It's also National Pepperoni Pizza Day. Okay, if you like pepperoni pizzas, go get you one on Saturday. So, anyway, that's going to end it for today's Talk of the Town. Hope y'all all have a great week. God bless, and we will see you out and about. Thank you.
Glad you joined us this morning for the Talk of the Town. We hope your week is blessed and fantastic. Talk of the Town is a production of Town Talk Media. We are the voice of Terry County.